So imagining in the space in front of you are Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and you're surrounded by living beings in all directions. And then you generate some degree of trust or faith. And recognizing your limitations and the possibility of those habits, unhelpful habits, continually occurring. You generate a sense of refuge. And these negative habits, they impact us, cause us suffering, but they also cause a delay in our spiritual progress. And all these beings surrounding us are kind of waiting for us to develop, to change ourselves. So we take refuge with a sort of bodhicitta mind, the willingness to develop ourselves fully for their benefit. Zangyu Jodan Zogi Jonam the Chanju Bardu Jani Gabzuji Togi Jinzogi Bezonam Gi Jola Benju Zangye Jubarjwo Zangye Jodan Zogi Jonam the Chanju Bardu Jani Gabzuji Togi Jinzogi Bezonam Gi Jola Penju Zangye Jubarjwo Zangye Jojan Zogi Jonam Penju Bardu Dani Gyabzuji Togi Jinzogi Besonam Jola Penju Zangye Jubarjwo. And then you develop a sense of regret for negative actions you've engaged in today and yesterday, and so on and so forth, as back as far as you can remember, and as back as far as you can assume based on the teachings. So kind of infinitely back. So all those moments of killing and taking what's not given, stealing, sexual misconduct, not using your sexuality wisely or kindly, and lying, divisive speech, malicious speech, gossip, ill will, covetousness, wrong views. And you just develop the sense that you just wish you hadn't done those, because you see how it negatively impacts you and how it negatively impacts others. And you can just think, oh, I regret, I regret that, I regret that, I regret this, or I regret. And then with this sense of regret, you visualize above the crown of your head, seated upon a lotus and moon seat, are Vajrasattva father and mother. Their bodies are white. Each has one face and two arms. He holds a dorje and bell, she a curved knife and skull cup. They are embracing each other. The father is adorned with 6 mudras, the mother with 5. He sits in the Vajra posture and she in the lotus. Vajrasattva is my Guru, the holy mind of all the Buddhas, the Dharmakaya, who out of his or her unbearable compassion, which embraces me and all other sentient beings, appears in this form to purify me and all others. On a moon disk at Vajrasattva's heart stands a hum, encircled by a garland of the 100-syllable mantra. A powerful stream of white nectar flows from the hum and mantra garland, and you are cleansed of all sickness, spirit harm, negative karma, and obscurations. And then with the visualization, you recite the mantra. Vajrasattva SAMAYA MANUPALAYA Vajrasattva DENOPHA DIDO SUTO ANURAKTO Sarvazine Mevayasa Sarvagramazisame Siddhishim KURU Bhagavan TATHAGATA MAME Vajra SAMAYA SATTVA Om Vajrasattva SAMAYA MANUPALAYA Vajrasattva DENOPHA DIDO ANURAKTO Sarvazine Mevayasa Sarvagramazisame Siddhishim KURU Bhagavan TATHAGATA Vajramame Vajravamo Mahasamaya Sadva Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manubalaya Vajrasattva Dinopatita Dinomeva Zugayomeva Zugayomeva Anuradameva Sarasina Mepayasa Saragamisutami Siddhishim Guru Maha Bhagavan Sarvadagata Vajramame Vajravamo Mahasamaya Sadva Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinopatita Dinomeva Zugayomeva Zugayomeva Anuradameva Sarasina Mepayasa Saragamisutami Siddhishim Guru Maha Bhagavan Sarvadagata Vajramame Vajravamo Mahasamaya Sadva Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinopatita Dinomeva Zugayomeva Zugayomeva Anuradameva Sarasina Mepayasa Saragamisutami Siddhishim Guru Maha Bhagavan Sarvadagata Vajramame Vajravamo Mahasamaya Sadva Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA SARVA ME BHAYA SARVA KAMA SUTSAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU HUM HA 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 HO BHAGAVAN SARVA TATHAGATA VAJRA MAME MUNTSA VAJRA BHAVA MAHA SAMAYA SAVA Om Vajrasattva SAMAYA MANUPALAYA Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA SARVA ME BHAYA SARVA KAMA SUTSAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU HUM HA 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 HO BHAGAVAN SARVA TATHAGATA VAJRA MAME MUNTSA VAJRA BHAVA MAHA SAMAYA SAVA Om Vajrasattva SAMAYA MANUPALAYA Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA SARVA ME BHAYA SARVA KAMA SUTSAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU HUM Oh, Bhagavan Sarvadhatagata Vajramami Musavajabhava Masamaya Sava Om Vajasava Samaya Manubhaya Vajasavadino Bhatida Jinamevava Sutagayamevava Subhagayamevava Anuragamevava Sarvasinya Mepayuta Sarvakama Susame Siddhishim Kuru Bhagavan Sarvadhatagata Vajramami Musavajabhava Masamaya Sava Om Vajasava Samaya Manubhalaya Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA SARVA ME BHAYA SARVA KAMA SUTSAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU HUM HA 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 HO BHAGAVAN SARVATAGATA VAJRAMAMI MUNTSA VAJRABHAVA MAHASAMAYA SAVA Om Vajrasattva SAMAYA Manubhalaya Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA SARVA ME BHAYA SARVA KAMA SUTSAME Siddham Shiyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatathagata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabhava Masamaya Sava Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manubhalaya Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA SARVA ME BHAYA SARVA KAMA SUTSAME Siddham Shiyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatathagata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabhava Masamaya Sava Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manubhalaya Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA Sarvasinya Me BHAYA SARVA KAMA SUTSAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU HUM HA 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 HO BHAGAVAN SARVATATHAGATA VAJRAMAMI MUTSA VAJRABHAVA MASAMAYA SAVA Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manubhalaya Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA Sarvasinya Me BHAYA SARVA KAMA SUTSAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU HUM HA 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 HO BHAGAVAN SARVATATHAGATA VAJRAMAMI MUTSA VAJRABHAVA MASAMAYA SAVA Vajrasattva Samaya Manubhalaya Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA Sarvasiddhi Me BHAYA SARVA KAMA SUTSAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU HUM HA 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 HO BHAGAVAN SARVATATHAGATA VAJRAMAMI MUTSA VAJRABHAVA Mahasamaya Sava Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manubhalaya Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA Sarvasiddhi Me BHAYA SARVA KAMA SUTSAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU HUM HA 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 HO BHAGAVAN SARVATATHAGATA VAJRAMAMI MUTSA VAJRABHAVA Mahasamaya Sava Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manubhalaya Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA Sarvasiddhi Me BHAYA SARVA KAMA SUTSAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU HUM HA 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 HO BHAGAVAN SARVATATHAGATA VAJRAMAMI MUTSA VAJRABHAVA Mahasamaya Sava Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manubhalaya Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA Sarvasiddhi Me BHAYA SARVA KAMA SUTSAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU HUM Ha 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 Bhagavan Sarvatathagata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabhava Masamaya Sava Om Vajram Savassamaya Manubhalaya Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA Sarvasiddhi Me BHAYA SARVA KAMA SUTSAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU HUM Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatathagata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabhava Masamaya Sava Om Vajrasattva Manubhalaya Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO ME BHAVA SUPO ME BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA Sarvasiddhi Me BHAYA SARVA KAMA SUTSAME SIDDHI SHRIYAM KURU HUM Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatathagata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabhava Masamaya Sava Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manubhalaya Vajrasattva DENOPHA TITHA DIDO ME BHAVA SUTO Me BHAVA SUPO Me BHAVA ANURAKTO ME BHAVA Sarvasini Meviyadza Zaragamas Zame Zinashian Guruhum Bhagavan Sarvadagada Vajramame Muda Vajrabho Mahastamaya Sata From the crown of your head, Guru Vajrasattva says, son or daughter of the race, your negativities, obscurations, and broken and damaged pledges have been completely purified. Think, before Guru Vajrasattva, I vow never again to commit those negative actions from which I can easily abstain, and not to commit for a day, an hour, or at least a few seconds, those negative actions from which I find it difficult to abstain. And imagine Guru Vajrasattva is extremely pleased with your pledge. A replica of Guru Vajrasattva, father and mother, descends to the crown of your heads and the heads of all beings in the universe. And they dissolve into light, and that light descends to the crown of your head, to the third eye region, center of your head, filling your body with white light, purifying all the negative karma, obscurations created by the body. And then descends to the center of your throat, or to your throat, filling your body with red light, purifying all the karma and obscurations generated by speech. And then descends to the center of your chest, the heart chakra, filling your body with blue light, purifying all the negative karma and obscurations created by the mind. And imagine that your body is filled with white, red, and blue light simultaneously. Your body and all the bodies of beings around you are crystal clear, completely purified. And Guru Vajrasattva and Mother becomes one with your own body, speech, and mind. So you're inseparable. Imagine, because all beings have gone through this process with you leading. There's nowhere in the universe where suffering exists. And then we dedicate our energy, the merit. So you've shown up to this event, stayed up quite late. Some of you have stayed up quite late. People have organized this event so that can be given direction. If we give a very expansive direction, and we can protect it from negative states of mind. And we can always draw from it until we've achieved our ultimate goals. So think or pray or wish or dedicate that all this positive energy to the long lives of our spiritual teachers. May we always work to fulfill their wishes. And may we always from our side see them as Buddhas. And within reason, do whatever we can to serve them. And then dedicate to the long lives of spiritual teachers of different traditions that bring hope and wisdom and teach compassion to their students. And then may all those who are attracted to the Gaelic school, may they never be separated from the Gaelic school. And then if you're attracted to the other Buddhist schools, Kagyu Sakya, Kagyu Nyingma, then may we never be separated from those schools. And dedicate that all the environmental problems of this earth instantly cease, in order that those who practice Dharma may continue practicing peace, those who are about to begin practicing Dharma may begin in peace, and those yet to hear Dharma hear of it in peace. May all those that think about us, remember us, dream of us, speak to us, see our bodies, see our images, see our names, speak our names, touch our bodies like as though as hate us, hurt us up to the point of killing us. May they never be born in our realms. May they ever have every kind of happiness, be free from every kind of suffering. May they become Buddhas as quickly as possible by virtue of our merits. May all wars, famine, quarreling, oppression, and so forth around this world instantly cease in this very moment. May all non-human beings be free of every suffering and have every kind of happiness. So insects, birds, fish, and the other beings, they become Buddhas in this very moment. And may everyone have every mundane need be met. So people need food and shelter and companionship and jobs and so forth. May they have everything they need. And if we have an opportunity to help, then may we not hesitate to take that opportunity. And may everyone have every spiritual goal be met. So people want to become nuns or monks or build buildings or holy objects, statues, stupas, sattsas, memorize texts, go on retreats, study, do practices, do nundros, do all those things. May everyone have everything that they need. And if we have an opportunity to help someone, accomplish those things, then may we not hesitate in helping. And then may institutions like Tutu Norbuling and other at the FPMT centers and other groups, may they have every resource they need to continue training people to have a good heart and a wise heart. So may they have money, volunteers, praise, interest from people. May all their obstacles be instantly removed. May they have everything they need. And then as we've been doing this practice, many people have died or have found out they're dying or have begun the process of dying. So may they, if they're able to be healed, then may they be healed instantly by virtue of our merit. And if they're unable to be healed, may they transition from this life to Bardo and become Buddhas there. And if they can't do that, then they may be born human, meet perfectly qualified Mahayana teachers and friends, become Buddhas in that very moment, by virtue of our practice. And then at the very least, no matter what happens in our lives, whether we become Buddhists, whether we stay Buddhists for our whole lives or not, at the very least, then we always have a kind and warm heart which is the main kind of purpose of all these practices, is to develop that kind of warm-heartedness, kind heart. So may that always be the case. And then the dedication from the booklet. In emptiness, there is no I, creator of negative karma. There is no action of creating negative karma. There is no negative karma created. Place your mind in emptiness and look at all phenomena as empty, which is to say they do not exist from their own side. And with this awareness of emptiness, we'll further dedicate. Due to all the merits of the 3 times collected by me, Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas, and all other sentient beings, which appear to be real from there, but which are empty, may the I, which appears to be real, but is empty, achieve Guru Vajrasattva's enlightenment, which appears to be real, but is empty, and lead all sentient beings who appear to be real, but are totally empty, to that enlightenment, which appears to be real, but is empty, by myself alone, which appears to be real, but is totally empty, non-existent from there. May the precious bodhicitta, the source of all happiness and success for myself and all other sentient beings, be generated within my own mind and in the minds of all sentient beings without even a second's delay. And may that which has been generated be increased. May I and all other sentient beings have Lama Tsongkhapa as our direct guru in all our lifetimes. Never be separated for even a second from the pure path that is greatly praised by the conqueror Buddhas, and actualize the complete path, the 3 principal paths and the 2 stages of highest yoga tantra, the root of which is guru devotion within our minds as quickly as possible. Just as the brave man Sri and Samanta Vajra realize things as they are, I dedicate all these virtues in the best way that I may follow after them. Whatever dedication the 3-time victorious ones gone to bliss have admired as best, in the same way, I also perfectly dedicate all these roots of virtue, so that I may perform good works. Okay, and before you go, I just want to invite you. So I am leading a course on, sorry, I'm just looking for it on the computer. I'm leading a course on Guru devotion in July through Maitripa College in Portland, Oregon. So it should be a little earlier. And then after that course, I lost the video. After that course, I'm going to come directly from there to here to lead this. So, and you also have, I think maybe Geshe Sherap is teaching you as well, maybe. So I just want you to invite you. So thank you very much. I think you have the power to unmute if you need to, right? Okay. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, it was nice